Hello, troopers, and welcome back to Ask G.A.R. We have a lot of questions today, guys. Thank you so much for the questions. Excited about that. There might be a little bit of noise. My wife is preparing dinner in the background, so not anything you can do about that. And I am hungry, so I'm very happy about that. But we'll get started. Right with the questions. Carabas212 asks, "What is an episode one set that they missed this year that you wish that they hadn't?" He says he has a few. Obviously, a Lucre Hulk. I would agree with that. I know it would be probably difficult as a big set, but anywho. Also, he would like a Gungan army, so a battle pack, perhaps with a Kadu, which is their little animal, a mountain Gungan, two spearmen, and two slingers. That would be very cool. And then he talks about also next year we need a Wookiee battle pack, which would be very cool as well. But honestly, for me, I think, especially with the versus sets being a thing, I think a redo of the N1 Starfighter versus a Vulture Droid was kind of what was missed this year. Kind of throw both of them together with giving us some security battle droids, battle droid commander, a little Annie, a pilot with a Vulture Droid. I think that was what was missed for episode one, because they've done so many, and then it's actually kind of been a little bit. So either that or Queen Amidala's starship from episode one. That would have been the other one that was kind of missed that I think they should have done this year for episode one. I mean, we are getting the Sith Infiltrator, but I think that would have gone well with the Queen Amidala starship. Let's see here. Sorry. Old Man the Bricks asks, "Do you ever put together sets from Lego product lines besides Star Wars?" He says he recently got the Jurassic Park T-Rex skull. Currently, no, not really. No, I'll say that. Sorry. Currently, no. I do plan though. I do want to get the Quinjet. That is a big set I really want to get to, and I think it might be retiring this year. So that is a set I want to get. But in the past, I have almost the entire collection of Mars Mission from 2007. That is my second favorite set line. So I do really enjoy that. I have put that together, and then I also have like one castle set, and I'd like to get more, but they're almost more expensive than Lego Star Wars sets. So we'll see about that. But so currently no, but in the past, yes, I have, and I do plan to on the future. Consider Bricks asks, "Do you prefer the smaller scale that Lego has been going for many of the sets, or do you prefer the bigger ones? I have seen many people complain about the smaller scale builds. I don't know if that has been asked yet." I don't believe it has been. I do dislike the smaller scale unless it's more fitting or makes sense. I don't mind it, but certain sets, like I don't like that the X-Wing was smaller. I don't like that the TIE Fighter was smaller. Those are two of the glaring examples recently. I haven't liked that as much. So overall, no, I'm not going to be like wanting to fight people majorly over it, but do I prefer it? No, I prefer the more larger scale sets, and I get getting smaller and more detailed, but I do generally prefer the bigger sets over smaller one. Brandon Frenzen asked, "Do you play any Star Wars games or read any Star Wars books? If not, what other Star Wars content outside of shows or movies would you like to experience?" I do. So I love the Star Wars Battlefront games. Both the OG Battlefront 2 and the new Battlefront 2 are probably two of my favorite video games I have played ever. So it would be those two and War Thunder, but that's a World War II thing. That's my other big hobby. But that's beside the point. So love the Battlefront 2 games. Really liked playing The Force Unleashed and The Force Unleashed 2 as a kid and a teenager. Really like those games. I'm trying to think what other games I have played. I have played Squadron a little bit, not like the video game, the actual game. Or no, not Squadron. The X-Wing miniatures game. I've played that. Don't really have anyone to play it with, so it was okay. I think it would be cool. I just don't have the time to really play with it a ton. And then books, yes, I am a huge fan of the original Thrawn trilogy by Timothy Zahn. I have read a good chunk of the new Thrawn books by Timothy Zahn. I have yet to finish the newest trilogy of his prequel series. So really want to read that. Have loved those. I really enjoyed Lost Stars. There's a couple of things that I wish they hadn't done that didn't really fit Star Wars, mostly of adult content, as it were, that I did not appreciate in the book. So be careful of that if you haven't read that. There are some adult things in there that I did not appreciate in a Star Wars book. I don't think it really needed to be there. I think they could have told the story without those in there. Nonetheless, the other stuff of the book I really enjoyed, and I really have liked like little source materials or visual dictionaries. I've really liked those as well. Those are kind of the big things that I have read. And then I have gotten Alphabet Squadron, but I have yet to read it. So you guys let me know if you guys have read that, if it's enjoyable. Dylan Hauser asks, if you were to join any clone legion, which clone legion would it be? Well, it's probably going to be the good old boys in in my profile picture, and be the 212 7th Sky Corps Airborne Legion. I really love the 501st, but it's hard for me to pick a favorite legion, but they'd be up there, and I think it'd be cool to be an airborne trooper, and they have really cool armor, so probably 212th Airborne. Joshua Wald asks, do you think the Boarding the Tantive 4 set is fairly priced, or should I wait until it is on sale? It's definitely the one that I am most excited for. To answer your question, yes. I do. Both of those answers are yes, depending on if you're willing to wait. Do I think it is fairly priced? I do. It is a good build, more so. That is an incredible figure selection. 6 figures for $50 is almost unheard of in LEGO Star Wars. And 6 very good figures nonetheless. Normally, Captain Antilles is only like in a $100 plus, $130, $120 set plus. So getting him in a $50 set is very nice. The Rebel Troopers we haven't had a lot of lately. The Stormtroopers are nice. Darth Vader is nice. So, and then you get 5s on the side, which, yes, there are problems with 5, but still, you're getting 7 minifigures ultimately. And a $50 set is literally unheard of in LEGO Star Wars. That might be the highest minifigure to price point that LEGO has ever done. So, do I think it is fairly priced? Yes. However, if you're willing to wait 5 months, 6 months till Black Friday, maybe next year, you maybe even having to wait a year, probably more towards 6 months like the fall season or Black Friday, you probably can get a 20% off. So it's up to you. If you can't wait, I think it's a fair deal, but if you can, it's always nice to get stuff on sale. So I'm not sure where I'm going to be on that yet either, just to be honest with you. I'd like to get it right away, but we'll see financially wise. Stizzy3696 asks, what set do you think will be the better set in August, the Dark Millennium Falcon or the Death Star set? I don't know, because we just don't know exactly what the Death Star set is going to be. Is it going to be a mini scale with minifigures? Is it going to be a play set? So until we get more concrete information, I don't know. I think the Millennium Falcon could be better just because it's different. I think that's definitely going to help it. Sorry, I'm just looking down at my watch real quick to my time, or checking the time. Carabast has a couple questions, and that'll be finishing out the video. He asks, I know space is a bit of an issue for right now, but when that changes, will you do a room tour with all of your Lego? Yes, I will. However, a little bit of preface. Yes, as soon as I have the space, I will show you guys my collection. I am going to be doing, hopefully by the end of the month or the beginning of next month, I have a way to show my clone army off, and I'll probably show off my armies every quarter this year. But my entire collection, it will be not till we move, and that's if we find a place with good space, that is a priority, but it's not like a do or die priority. So it would be at least until the late fall till I could show it all together, or later. But you will be able to see my armies, which are the vast majority of my collection, because I'm more of an army collector than just regular sets. So you will be able to see that throughout the year. And then he also asks, how long, do you think it will be till we get a new Ventress? I love her as a character, though I have mixed feelings about her coming back from the dead, though with her being a Night Sister, it works. I'd love to see Quinlan with her. I will say I think they're going to retcon in the Bad Batch. I don't think she's going to have died and come back from the dead. I think they're just going to push back that book a little bit later in the series, or in the timeline, and she's probably going to die in the Bad Batch, honestly. I think that's what they're going to try and push back, actually, is that. And with that, I think getting a new Ventress is dependent on if they do a set or two from the Bad Batch. I think Ventress is a desirable character. I don't know why they haven't done Bad Batch sets. That should help give a possibility of getting Ventress in a Bad Batch set. Otherwise, we never know. I really couldn't tell you. It could be a year, it could be 5 years until we get a set with Ventress. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my face again. I know I thought I'd do that a little different this time. Comment your questions down below. Thank you guys for all the questions. There was a lot this week, so very thankful for that. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope I hope to catch you guys next time.